Oh, do I feel good today? What's up, DTL Universe? This is your daily sports and sports betting branded record. We call it Driving the Line. We're here every single day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And is today a busy day? Oh, I would think so. 4 games in the Sweet 16 tonight. 2 NBA games tonight. 14 NHL games tonight. 13 Major League Baseball games. Oh, yeah, it's opening day. And there's also the Texas Children's Houston Open going on as we speak. This is where you need to be every single day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Now, yesterday, kind of a ho-hum day for the show because your boy sucks. Howie's great. That's my takeaway from yesterday. Thank goodness last night I went to a Michael Jackson show. And I'm telling you, if it comes to your town, you got to go see it. It's unbelievable. MJ the Musical is what it was called. MJ the Musical. Incredible stuff. All right. If you haven't hit that like button for me, please do that. It really helps the show grow. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't done that already. And let's bring in my partner. We call him the 5-tour player. Oh, AB. I almost forgot. It is Easter weekend, so college baseball gets moved up a day. Let's add that to our calendar as well, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, crew. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, absolutely, man. This is a massive day in sports. I love it.
Massive, massive day. We've got some incredible cappers standing by. But before we get to that, we've got to find out what the crew, the good people in the chat, want to vote on today. And we're going straight Sweet 16. What do we got?
All Sweet 16 here, all right? So you go in Iowa State, -1.5 against Illinois. You go in North Carolina, -4.5 against Alabama. You going Arizona, -7.5, or UConn, -11.5. All favorites here. Let's see who we have in. Look, our man Scott in the chat asked, we going with any Braves plays today? The Braves game's already postponed. Already. Come on, Philly. Get a hold of your weather out there.
It's almost as if they went to your Christmas tree, grabbed that one present, took it away, and then you got up this morning and saw that everybody's good except for the Braves and the Phillies and one other game, too.
Just threw it right out the window. Done.
Right out the window. By the way, El Komodo 24 says that MJ show was great. Went to the Chicago show. Thank you, El. Thank you for backing me up on that. All right, AB. You know, here at Driving the Line, this is our first of many, many opening days. So you and I sat down. We said, how do we make it bigger? And I said 2 words, 6 wide. And you said, you're damn right. So without further ado, and by the way, if you're not a crew member yet, join as we speak. All kinds of crew exclusives. But AB, if you're ready, crew, if you're ready, it's time for the picks. Oh, yeah. Sean says I'm ready for some day baseball soon. You're damn right, Sean. And look who I have today. 5 seconds or less when I come to you. Chris Bassett, what does opening day always mean to you, sir?
Man, fresh cut grass, springtime. It's the beginning of summer.
Let me smell it. Charles, the man from the Dirty Dirty. What about you?
More money in my bankroll.
That's why I love you. Our numbers guy, Rafael Esparza. What about you?
Watching Cub games on WGN when I was a kid.
Hallelujah.
Don't forget the Braves.
The Cubs were first.
They were the only 2 national teams. They were the only 2. Howie, you've seen a opening day or 2. What does it mean to you?
Everyone's undefeated. Everyone has hope now. In about 3 weeks, that'll change, but that's okay. Bottom line, if the weather was good, it would be nice, but now we have over-under on parlays being rained out.
That is so true. I wish you were joking. He's not joking. Oh, my goodness. All right. Shout out to Country, our newest crew member. If you're not joining yet, it's really easy. Just go to our channel. You're on it right now. Join because we're going to be doing more and more and more. And by the way, Friday night, we'll have a live DTL After Dark. And your boy is going to be joined by a few people. You want to join us there as we break down Sweet 16, look to the Elite 8, all the college all of it. We'll do all that. DTL After Dark, 9 p.m. on Friday night. All right, gentlemen. We've got a ton of picks to get to. And I was going back and forth, Howie, on whether or not to start with Major League Baseball or the Sweet 16. And I think since I'm staring at your beautiful face today, I think we're going to start with a little basketball, sir. If you don't mind, Howie, start us off.
Well, first of all, there are 162 baseball games. So the fact that we're at the Sweet 16, I would go Sweet 16 too. And the first game I like, Illinois against Iowa State. It's going to be a battle, that's for sure. But this is one of the best games we have. Thank you. One of the best games we have. Illinois is getting 1.5 points. It really might as well be a pick'em game. But I think Terrence Shannon has been great in the tournament, and I think Brad Underwood's team will find a way. Iowa State, I give them a lot of credit, good defense, but nope. Carolina, -4.5. Alabama's out of control, and Carolina's a kind of team that will dominate with Davis at the guard and Baycott up front, and they have a lot of experienced players. Then I'm going over with Clemson, Arizona, because I think that Love's going to have a big game. I think it's going to be a wild game, and I think free throws at the end will get us over the edge.
I love how we just started with those three picks, as does Taj in the chat. He says, I love the show. Taj, we love you too. Now, we got a little synergy here, Chris Bassett. So I'm going to come over to you, big boy, because I see Arizona on your ticket today. And you're not on the over, but you think the Wildcats, as do I, are going to roll. Start with your two college basketball, please.
Yeah, I mean, Arizona's been looking really, really good this tournament. I think Clemson, their story ends tonight. They played well, but I just don't know that they match up against Arizona. I think Arizona's going to cover this one easily. But Howie, UNC, Alabama, I think I like that out-of-control Alabama side. I mean, if Alabama can control the pace, I think that they can cover the 4.5 easily, if not win outright. Now, if UNC brings that pace down a little bit, it might be a little bit tough. But again, I like Alabama in the points here.
Oh, my goodness. And this is why nobody talks before the show. AB, we've got a little dissension in the ranks. We've got a little in-crew showdown, as we like to say. Howie's on North Carolina. Chris Bassett is on Alabama. I want everybody in the chat. Who do you roll with today? Just write Chris if you like Chris. Just write Howie if you like Howie. And let's see. Let's see who the crew is rolling with on that game today. What do you think, AB? Who's going to win?
Well, I'll say this. I'm going with North Carolina to win the game. Chris is right on Alabama in regards to if they arrive and fire threes as they do, I mean, they can play with anybody because they can score with anybody. But I'll roll with North Carolina on the money line there. But again, man, we could see North Carolina money line. Alabama covers the spread. I know that they've got a showdown on the spread there, but
yeah.
I've got to. What I just did was answer it with nothing. I just handled that. So yeah, I mean,
Like, he could go.
Is he gonna say something? Yeah.
I spoke words that made no sense. So I mean,
that's okay.
AB
You
for
allowed
president.
us to have time for the entire chat to load up against Chris because everybody is on Howie. Jason
haven't
says
seen
always
anyone.
Howie. Sorry, Chris.
hey, well, Chris, let me say this. There's nobody on this panel right now that's going to win that war. Howie's winning it every time. So
Sure.
yeah.
Sure.
I paid him off.
You're the best. All right. So the crew, the chat, is going with Howie in the North Carolina game. All right, Rafael Esparza. I'm coming over to you, big boy, because I only want your college basketball play right now, sir. What do you got?
Well, I'm going to jump on that North Carolina train. That North Carolina train is going to move to 5. There's a couple 5s up already. I saw a nice 5-figure bet come in early this morning. So keep an eye out for Chris's bet. Chris could probably get +5 on Bama and maybe still cash that ticket. I'm leaning towards North Carolina myself, but my play is give me the over in the Aztecs-UConn game. I think San Diego State can keep this a close one. We all know Connecticut can score. We all know Connecticut's almost averaging 82 points a game this year, 81.5. I just think offense is going to be key here. San Diego State, I think they get enough stops to cover this number, but I still think close game gets overs. Free throws pushes this game over. Give me the over 136.
Somebody's been listening to AB on the show the last few days. Talking about free throws, AB, getting to the over. Somebody's paying attention. Hashtag it pays to watch live or be a part of the show live? You know what I'm talking about. All right, now we're going to stay with hoops real quick because I believe that's all of our college basketball picks. And I'm going back. And if I don't win tonight, I'm taking a couple of days off from the NBA because we're not getting along right now. But tonight's my bounce back. And there's only 2 games, and I got picks on both of them. Celtics, Hawks over 226.5. Boston has absolutely become an over team. The Hawks scored 120 last night. That means no defense tonight, and they can still score, and Boston will score a lot. That will add up to way more than 226.5. And then the Bucks on the money line, minus 130. They gave up a huge lead to the Lakers the last time out, 18 points to be exact. They lost in double overtime. They are pissed. And tonight, they take it out on their opponent. So I'll take the money line. I'll take the points out because they're going to be on the road. I like both of those 2 plays. Now, the man. Scott says, Coach, be careful of who is out for the Celtics tonight. I know. I don't care. Celtics score. They have a deep bench. But, Scott, thank you for looking out for your boy. Now, Charles, the man from the dirty, the man from the middle of college baseball country, the man from the middle of Braves country. You said to me, Coach, I can do soccer. I can do the NHL. But damn it, Major League Baseball is my jam. So you're going to start us off. You're going to give us the very first Major League Baseball pick in the driving line universe. What do you got, sir?
Feel honored, Coach. I have the Nationals in Reds. This is Josiah Gray versus Frankie Moontas, as he likes to say. Moontas is coming off an injured 2023. Now he gets the opening day start versus Josiah Gray, who has a 1-1 career record versus the Reds with a 3.3 ERA and 15 KOs. I mean, we don't have a lot of data on this, but I simply trust Josiah Gray more in this spot as I like the scrappy Nat side as road dogs to get the win, plus put up some runs versus Moontas. So I'll go ahead and grab the Nationals money line and Nationals team total over 3.5. Lastly, we have the Yankees and Astros. Both pitchers struggled in spring training with identical 7.7 ERAs, with Nestor Cortez having a 6.9 ERA versus the Astros lifetime, and Framber Valdez with a 6.8 ERA versus the Yankees over his career. Plus, each team have potent offenses, and I project each club putting up at least 4 runs apiece. So at worst, that gets us over that 8.5.
You're damn right it does. Yankees, by the way, may be a team I'm fading when we get later in the show, by the way. Can't stand the Yankees are the favorites just because they have big names. All right, now, where do we go from here? Well, Raphael, let me come over to you because I have a question and I need your pick. You've been a part of the books for years and years and years. When a new season starts, like one that is the Major League Baseball season, what would be your advice to bettors at home when you got 162 games? We don't have a lot of data. We got, free agency has gone crazy. Players play on other teams. What's the best advice when you slide into a season?
Don't bet all your wife's allowance that she gave you on the first weekend of baseball. It's a long, long, long season. Pick a couple games, look at pitching matchups, see how pitchers did in spring training. And key games, look at the Arizona Diamondbacks who went to the long and the distance, and now they got a good veteran, Jack Peterson. He's probably going to help that dugout. You see the Reds who are getting younger but got a lot of experience now. Look at last year's, and then also look at coaching changes. Look at my Chicago Cubs. They're still talking about why they fired their head coach to bring in a Milwaukee Brewer head coach on there. So that could take some time to gel. So just because baseball started does not mean you have to blow up all your bankroll on this weekend, on opening weekend. It's a long, long, long day of baseball. Bet smart, be smart, and bet quality, not quantity.
There you go. And you also like an under tonight. Ooh, yuck.
Yeah, I just did that to
Explain
make
yourself.
I did that to make AB chill a little bit, give a little, I can't believe it just that. But no, I'm a big fan of Justin Steele. Another crafty lefty on there, was outstanding last year. I know the Rangers have powerful bats, but this is the first game, 8.5. I see pitching being a little bit ahead of them bats on this one. The Cubs struggled to score runs last year on the road. I just like the Rangers bullpen if the Cubs can get to their 8.5. It opened up at 8, got pushed all the way to 8.5. So I'm betting against the public because those lights in Vegas always are on.
Always are on. And AB, you're a person that came right out of the gates with college baseball, and you hit damn near every single play. Do you endorse, or what is your philosophy on the start of a huge season like Major League Baseball.
Raphael's correct in regards to what he was saying. What you want to pay attention to, it was the same in college baseball. Starting pitchers are not going to go 7, 8, 9 innings. Managers are not going to burn their arms. So pay attention, do a little research into which teams have quality or higher bullpen arms, because you're going to see those guys. And I'm not saying closers. I'm saying guys that can burn and eat innings in the middle of games. Also pay attention to the weather, not only the rain, but humidity levels and temperature, because there's a large difference when you have hitters that are playing in 51 degrees and 84 degrees, right? So pay attention to that. Home teams absolutely matter. Now, yeah, pitching, that is your key. Guys like Framber Valdez, with the Astros, and I see that Chris is on him. He's a beast. He's a monster. He could go all day long, and it doesn't, because he doesn't put a ton of effort into his arm. It's just natural. But other guys, they're not going to burn 100-mile-an-hour fastballs for 6, 7, 8 innings.
Let all that just wash over you. Just take it all in. I got one single solitary question on that as Raphael gives him the golf clap. Do you want to do the work?
Pause.
I didn't think so. Chris, he just teed you up on a silver platter. Give me your 2 props for tonight.
We'll start with that Valdez play. I like him over 15 and a half outs. I think he gets the 6 innings easily in this game. Like you said, the guy's a workhorse. He's quickly become one of the stars of that Houston Astro rotation. I like him a lot against the Yankees today, especially being at home. I mean, he's going 6 1/3 average in 32 starts last year. I expect him to get there again today. My other one is Jose Luzardo in Miami. Again, another younger guy who's been becoming a star in Miami. And again, he's at 14 and a half outs today. So I like him to get to the 5th inning as well. He did that again, almost every single game, except I think 5 games last year. He didn't hit that 5-inning mark. So 2 couple of baseball opening day parlay plays for you.
All right. I like him a lot. By the way, quick chat question. AB, I accidentally pulled the trigger on North Carolina baseball instead of basketball in the parlay. Keep it, pull it.
Keep it. North Carolina's playing great baseball.
Keep it with the lefty. All right. Do I do golf or do I go to the ice? Because Charles is sitting over there right now going, you know what, Coach? There's a team in Chicago that is playing good hockey. And I love him on the money line. So, Charles, if you don't mind, explain yourself.
Yeah, it's Chicago and Ottawa. Ottawa's coming off a big win last night as underdogs. Now the role is reversed. Now they're the large favorites versus this Chicago side, who are surprisingly a 10-0 versus the Senators in their last 10. Plus, we're getting the Blackhawks at plus 170 on the money line. Sign us up. We'll take that all day. There's too much value on this Blackhawks side.
The man just said, sign us up. We'll take it all day. If you got plus 170 on the money line, I don't know what the puck line is, but if it's over plus 100, getting a goal and a half, would you endorse that, Charles?
Yeah, I think it's like minus 155, some minus 150. Yeah, so
okay.
the puck lines are usually pretty juicy on the underdogs in the NHL, surprisingly.
It's minus 150.
Minus 150? Okay.
Yeah,
maybe the juice isn't worth the squeeze there. All right. AB, I'm coming to you, big boy. And I only want everything but the AB3. That's going to close out the pick section. And yesterday I did a little guest spot, as I always do, on our friend Roger Lodge's radio show. And out here in Southern California, I can tell you, nobody believes Shohei Ohtani. Nobody. Every caller, everything, every headline, every local newscast, everybody thinks he did the betting. But until they prove it, he's going to be in the lineup. Let's start there.
We're going to go Shohei Ohtani. And you know what? I love that everybody is against him, because that means he's going to mash at the plate, or they're going to walk him over and over and over. We're going to go Shohei Ohtani over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at plus 105. If you are new to betting Major League Baseball and you've never seen this bet before, this is what it is. What we need are a total of 3 or more of hits plus runs plus RBIs. It can come in any fashion. Shohei could get up and hit a 2-run bomb, and that's a hit. That's a run, and that's 3 RBIs, and you cash it, right? He could get walked at 3 times and score 3 times. That's 3 runs. It cashes. So that is what that bet is. It protects you that even if a star player, gets walked in games. Matt Olson last year, we dealt with it a ton with the Braves. He would get walked and walked and walked and walked. But what would happen is he would score runs, and those count too. So Shohei over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. If you need help finding it, I did that on BetMGM. Go to the Dodgers game, click players, all right, and then you will see batter props. Click in there, you'll see hits, you'll see all of that, but hits, runs, and RBIs, that's its own category. You'll see it right there. Fun bet. You will love it all season long. Yeah. So, all right, next, we have combo parlays in college baseball and the Sweet 16. So, number 1, Georgia Tech baseball. You take them on the money line. Arizona basketball money line -115. Georgia Tech has drawn 173 walks this season. They produce base runners. They produce runs. Coming off a weekend where they were just trounced and swept. And this is a ping pong sport. They are going to bounce back huge at home this weekend. Next, Oklahoma, same deal. Coming off a weekend, they need to look good. We're going to take Oklahoma baseball on the money line against Lamar, who is a solid pitching team. And we're going to couple that with North Carolina basketball money line -105. Next, baseball, Texas A&M, Florida State baseball, both of those money line -110. And then finally, well, I'll get to that one. You said hold on that one. But yes, and then 2 questions that we had in the chat. Number 1 was Oregon State. Yes, the books are finally letting us bet Oregon State, and I'm so glad that it was brought up, and I wanted to leave it open in case anyone wants to pair that with something else that they like. So I didn't want to kind of hog Oregon State there. Have fun with them. They're the gift that keeps on giving. And then the other question, Washington State against Washington. Washington, their last 4 games, they've been outscored 35-6 in terms of total margin of runs. Yet we just saw the price drop way down on Washington State, who's playing great. I don't know the reasoning as it just happened, but generally that means a pitching change has occurred with Washington State. So be careful there.
Zach in the chat said AB is loading up today, about to shut some lights off in Vegas. You're damn right he is. Quickly, we have one game we haven't hit on as far as the spread is concerned. Howie, 15 seconds or less. UConn is laying 11.5 against San Diego State. Do you like any part of that spread?
I kind of like UConn, but I'm hesitant that at the end of the game, San Diego State can make some free throws, keep it a little bit close. They've been romping everybody. San Diego State's the kind of team that will change the tempo of this game and try to control the ball. So I think I'm staying away from that. But 11.5 is awful tempting the way they've started this tournament. And Danny Hurley will be kicking butts.
You can say kicking ass. It's okay. You're allowed to say that here on the show.
Okay.
It's all right. It's all right. By the way, I can confidently say that there's nobody walking God's green earth that has seen more college basketball games and more tournament games than the man you see on your screen right there. So if he says something, you listen to it, period. Now, I've got 2 plays, round 1 in the Texas Children's Houston Open. I've been pretty good lately on my golf picks. So we're going back to round 1 today. Jason Day over Tony Finau. Tony Finau, they didn't play this tournament last year, so you can't really go off of last year. But Jason Day's playing really good this year. Tony Finau is not. And he played well here before, but he's just not playing well right now. Patrick Rogers, he's also playing well right now. -120 over Sam Ryder. Sam Ryder recently set the record for most birdies at the Players' Championship and finished like T40. What does that mean? He has a ton of bogeys, too. He's up and he's down. I'll take Patrick Rogers, today. So I believe we're down to one single solitary play left, unless I'm mistaken. And I've made mistakes before. AB, the AB3, which everybody loves. Eventually it will be a T-shirt. But today, what are we doing, big boy?
We're going to go across 3 sports today. We're going to go UConn basketball money line. All right, we don't have to play with the spread at all. Just win the game. We're going to go with the Dodgers money line. Yes, we're going with the Dodgers here. And we're going to go Vanderbilt money line. Put those three together. That's Vanderbilt baseball money line plus 105. We've talked about UConn. We talked about the Dodgers. Vanderbilt, if there were ever a team in a bounce back spot this weekend, it is Vanderbilt, the 7th-ranked team in the country. They are at home. Tim Corbin, excuse me, and his squad are looking to pound on Missouri. That should happen. So let's go with those three right there, plus 105.
I love it. John in the chat says, just in, Ohtani bet his own over. So I'm riding with AB.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's hope not. John,
hey, here's the problem. I saw somebody put a meme up on Twitter, and it was a picture of Ohtani pitching and hitting, and it was like, no run first inning. What the hell do I bet?
That's very funny. That's very funny. All right, so we're doing something special today. Since it's Major League Baseball opening day, we're going to kind of combine a version of the whip around with educate and entertain. All 6 of us get to participate. It's going to be fast. It's going to be fun. And we've got graphics too. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to educate and entertain. Oh, yeah. So today, the first, well, there's been 2 other games in South Korea. They don't count. So today is officially opening day, and we're going to go around very quickly, and we're going to talk about the American League. We're going to talk about the National League, and we're going to get World Series winners from every single one of my guys. And then also, I want you to comment and pick one team off of these incredible graphics that my man AB participated in late night to get them ready. So, Raphael, I'm starting with you, big boy. We need to start with the, let's go National League, because that's AB's favorite. National League win totals. Let's throw them up. I need you to pick one that you like, either fading or following, and then also tell me from the National League who you going with to win the pennant. Go.
I like the Cubs over 84.5. I know it's a homer play, but they're going to be big active buyers during the trade deadline. They kind of struck out. They were trying to get Matt Chapman to play third. They will get a third baseman during the trade deadline if they're in the hunt. So I'm going to go with the Cubs over 84.5. Maybe even look at the Cardinals under as well.
And who wins the National League in your mind?
Man, why do you have to put me in a spot? I love AB. He has great intake, but I'm going to take the Phillies. Sorry. I know the Braves. I just think the Phillies have just so much talent. And there's another team. They're probably going to get another left-handed bat probably in the trade deadline. I think the Phillies win that. I'm hoping to say the Cubs, but right now I think it's the Phillies.
All right, the Phillies are plus 800 to win the National League. Chris Bassett, coming over to you. What do you like here? And give me your winner of the National League.
Man, the Dodgers, right, is the easy pick in the National League, but I don't think they get there. I kind of side with AB here. I like the Braves. I got the Braves hat on today. As far as an over-under, I'm going to take the Dodgers and under that 103.5.
That's a high number. It really is. Golly, 103.5. Are you serious right now? One bad month, and that thing is over. Howie, coming to you. Give me a win total you're looking at, and give me your winner of the pennant.
I'm going to go with the San Diego Padres to surprise people and have a decent season. I think their pitching can easily hold up. Darvish pitched very well the first game in South Korea. Musgrave, as long as their bullpen holds up. And since Soto is gone, people are kind of discounting them. And I think the Padres could surprise and be a competitive team in there. My picks for the World Series.
No, not yet. We're just doing National League. We'll get to that. Did you have a win total that you like that people can sink their teeth into? Just here.
Yeah, the Padres.
All right. Who's going to win? You like both of them? Okay, so we'll go Padres over 83.5, and to win the pennant, if people are wondering.
Win the pennant. You know what? I'm going to throw a shocker at you.
Give it to me.
The Marlins.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Schumacher did a great job last year. The pitching stays healthy. Watch out. The only thing that bothers me is trading Birdie yesterday because he's a nice role player, and they got rid of him and sent him to the Yankees. I didn't quite get that one, but I think the Marlins can surprise a lot of people this year. I'm going overboard.
plus 4,000, the Marlins to win the pennant. Charles, let me come to you, big boy. Give me one win total you like here, and also give me your winner for the National League, sir.
Yeah, give me those Nationals over 66.5. They got my boy Dylan Cruz still down in the minors, Lane Thomas, Eddie Rosario on the team as well. So CJ Abrams. And then, yeah, I'm riding with the Braves all day, all day with the Braves.
All day with the Braves. AB, that comes right over to you. They are plus 240 to win the National League, plus 450. We'll get to the World Series in a second. Are you rolling with your team, plus 240?
Rolling with the Braves to win the National League. That 101.5, that's a big number. Like, I would feel comfortable betting both the under on Dodgers win total and the Braves. I mean, the Braves had the best Major League Baseball hitting team of all time last year and won 103 games, right? Like, those are big numbers. But I'm going to take the Braves to win the National League. I 1,000% agree with Howie. The Padres over 83.5. That is a great number right there. Completely agree.
All right, we got 3 or 4 from AB right there. And if you guys are wondering what I'm writing down, however many we get right in here, when we get to October, that's how many prizes we're going to give out to you at home. That's why we're doing all this. It could be 10. It could be 15 shirts. It could be a ton, because my guys know it, and we're getting a lot of different teams. All right, let's switch back over to the American League. And here's what the win totals look like. And when you're looking at this particular league, Rafael Esparza, the win totals are far less than on the National League side. The Astros are the most at 92.5. Give me a win total. Give me the team that you think takes the American League pennant.
I'm going to take the Angels over 72.5. I know Tani's gone. They struck out on Snell, but I think they'll play a little bit better. As long as they get some quality, I think Trout stays a little bit healthier back. I just think that's a too low of a total. I think my total, I made like 74, 75.5. I think they stay around in there. I like the over 72.5 for the Angels.
And who's going to win the whole damn thing on the American League side?
This was a toss-up because I like two big dogs. I like the Seattle Mariners and the Detroit Tigers, but I'm going to go with the Mariners. I'm swinging for the fences here. I like different teams in different spots. I know everyone's going to say Dodgers and Braves and Astros and Yankees and Orioles. I like the Seattle Mariners team. They're going to be very fun to watch. Give me the Seattle Mariners.
And it would be fun to cash that ticket too at plus 900.
Yes, plus
900. I like that a lot. All right, Chris Bassett, let me come over to you. Give me the two that you like here.
All right, so Orioles surprised everybody last year, 101 wins. I don't think they get that high. There's obviously going to be some regression there, but I still like them over that 90 number. I think I got them at 93, 94 wins this year. New ownership. I like them to win the AL pennant as well. I think they've been putting together a team over the last couple of years that's really been progressing. I think they were just too young, not ready last year, and I think this is the year they get it done.
Plus 550 is the number for them to win the American League pennant. Chris, thank you very much. All right, Howie, come on over to you. American League and one win total you like to follow or fade?
This is going to really shock you for the win total.
Okay.
The White Sox, as bad as they are not losing 100 games again.
Okay.
They have hitting. And in that division, I think that they could go 70 and 92. And that's not so terrible. 60.5, give me the over on that. Team to win the division, to win the pennant, I agree with Chris. I like the Orioles. I mean, they've improved their team. They added some starting pitching. And these young kids with a year more experience, I'm really impressed with them.
2 for the Orioles. I like where this is going. This is a lot of fun. Charles, let me come over to you, big boy, because we like Orioles, we like Mariners, we like the White Sox because their number's so low. There's a lot of different ways to play this season. What do you like, sir?
Yeah, I'm with Chris on that Orioles season total. I love this team, a year more experience. Plus, I think at the trade deadline, if they need to make a move, they will. And then I'm going with chalk at the top. I'll take Astros to win the AL as well. So stick with my Astros. They seem motivated to go and capture it this year.
Plus 360 is their number to win the American League. AB, what do you like, big boy?
I'll go with the Astros to win the AL because I agree. They're just the most complete team. They've been there. They've done that. They know how to win. They do not get afraid middle of the season when they hit some bumps. They just come right back, and they keep coming at you over and over. So I'll take the Astros to win it. But in terms of win totals, give me the Los Angeles Angels over 72.5. I think that this team is going to be much better than people are giving them credit for right now. And look, not that anybody was negative on Ohtani, not that they'll be better, with him gone, but I do think that there's going to be room for more guys to kind of absorb the light instead of it all being sucked in. Give me the Angels here, man. I'm feeling it. I like that over 72.5. Also, I wanted to say real quick on the National League side, the Rockies were last at 59.5. I'm going to give you some lore here. Anybody that follows college baseball, we talk about Indiana. Their games always go over because they give up 1,000,000 runs. The Rockies, when they're playing at home, will give up 1,000,000 runs in games. They'll score some too, but those games are insanely fun to bet overs on because it'll be the third inning and it's 15-7. I'm not lying. Like, it's out of control. So just keep an eye on those games, man. It's a ton of fun.
I hate betting those. I mean, I love it and I hate it all at the same time because they're always like 12.5 to 15.5. You're like, what is this? This looks like a college baseball.
And they can score too. Like, that's the thing is, like, the Rockies can hit, but they'll just give up so many runs too, man. It's wild.
By the way, producer man, apparently he wants to be a part of the discussion because he writes, no Yankees love? For shame. For shame, producer man, that they're even plus 400 to win the American League. What the hell is going on? And just like TJ said, they're old. Yankees are old and they have no pitching. Thank you, TJ. Handle producer man behind the scenes. All right.
Hey, Coach, one other thing we didn't even mention.
What's that?
The Astros added the best reliever in baseball last year, or one of the best, Josh Hader. I mean, him closing games will make it very good for the Astros.
100%. I'll be honest with you, I completely forgot about that. I can't even believe that the Brewers let him go. But one team's treasure.
Padres.
There you go.
Padres.
Well, he started with the Brewers, then he went to the Padres,
right.
Then he went to the Astros.
Yeah.
All right, World Series. Here is what the odds look like. And it is the Dodgers, the Braves, and then it drops down to the Astros. What in the world are the Yankees doing there? And the Orioles are plus 1,300. Chris Bassett, we're going to start with you because everybody loves that you love the Orioles. Do you love the Orioles at plus 1,300, though?
At plus 1,300, I absolutely love the Orioles. I'm definitely dropping some money on the Orioles. Again, fun, young team, on the cusp there, and at plus 1,300, why not?
Love it. Raphael, talk to me.
I'm swinging for the fences. This one, I can bet chalk all I want. The Dodgers, Braves, Astros, the Mariners. You can get them anywhere between 19-1 to 23-1. I think Seattle comes out on top and wins it all. Give me the Seattle Mariners. I'm tired of all the same talk over. Besides the Cubs. The Cubs always win every year, but it's going to be Seattle.
I have a feeling that the Cubs guy, AB, and then the Braves guy, and I'm the Royals guy. So I'll never talk about squat all season long. Howie, who's winning the whole World Series?
Very simple. The Orioles. Young team, talented team, added starting pitching, and I think this team is ready to really make a run at this thing.
Chris Bassett, how does it feel to have the legend agree with you?
Yeah, I love it now. I mean, at the top of the show, I wasn't really feeling it, but now I'm loving it. Loving every minute of it.
Very true.
I still love Carolina. Sorry.
Very true. Very true. How quickly things can change.
Yeah.
Chris says, Raphael, salute. He also likes the Mariners to win it all. All right, Charles, coming over to you, big boy. We got 2 Orioles, 1 Mariners. Where are you headed?
Like that 3, Coach. I love that Orioles ticket plus 1,300. Plus, you have a good hedge opportunity if they make it all the way there. So, love that Orioles plus 1,300. Can't go wrong.
Damn, I'm going to be buying a lot of T-shirts if the Orioles win this whole damn thing. Damn, it's going to cost me a lot of money. AB, where are you headed, big boy?
Don't worry about purchasing a single T-shirt. The Braves are winning this thing plus 450. Look, they bringing everybody back. They added Chris Sale to that starting lineup, which was already great. Yeah, give me Atlanta here.
All right. I didn't even give mine out. I was so damn excited for all of you guys. I like the Phillies to win the National League at plus 800. I like the Phillies to win it all at plus 1,500. Last year, they should have done it. This year will be their year, and I like the Astros plus 360 in the American League. All right, one more very quick topic before we get the hell out of here, and I cannot even believe that we are talking about this at all. Because, Howie, I'm coming to you. You're our basketball guy to start us off. Yesterday, and I know you're a hip-hop mogul, and there's been some that have been in the news.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's your world. It's your world. But Ice Cube, who runs the Big Three, this was shocking to me, and I still can't believe that he's done it, but he's done it. A $5 million offer to Caitlin Clark to come play in the Big Three, 8 regular season games, 2 playoff games. It would still allow her to play in the WNBA, would still allow her to play overseas, sort of. But this is 3-on-3 basketball. And now Ice Cube today has said he has not even heard from Caitlin Clark yet. Is this a bad business move or just a really good business move?
This is called a publicity stunt, first of all. Second of all, I don't think Caitlin Clark wants to go up against some older physical basketball players. If you watch any of the Big Three, there are guys going at it pretty hard. So I think that would be tough for her. I mean, it's a great publicity move. It's great to get some exposure. Some people don't even know what the Big Three is. I love the Big Three. Nancy Lieberman coaching in it, and seeing Katino Mobley and some older veterans. And they play hard. So I think it's a lot of fun, the Big Three. But I think this is a publicity stunt. I don't see her going for it.
Raphael, the money in the WNBA is a max salaries of around 150, I think, now 150 grand, maybe less than that. This would be $5 million, if nothing else for the money. But this is 3-on-3 basketball. She just, I mean, physically, she would need to have 5-on-5 to even make a dent in this league. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with Howard. It's a publicity stunt. I mean, you get more pink in the stands, pretty much, if to sell jerseys, to get more ladies to watch Big Three. I'm not the biggest fan of Big Three because I have to put odds on Big Three and prop bets on Big Three. So it drives me nuts on this one. But she can make $5 million in endorsement deals for the Indiana Fever. The Indiana Fever can't wait for her to be on there. I can guarantee you she can make $5 million just on Indianapolis local stores or local businesses. She ain't gonna go to Big Three.
She's making millions now with the deals.
Yeah. State Farm.
Yeah, she's already in State Farm. Chris Bassett, your thoughts?
I'm with everybody else here. I mean, from Ice Cube's standpoint, it's a great business move, right? I think Raphael touched on it, trying to get more women to watch the game. And if we're really being honest here, we're going to brighten the game up, if you will. It doesn't make sense for her. You're right. Then we haven't even touched on the different ball, right? Has she even played with a men's ball? Mm-hmm. Is she capable? Right? You talking about guys in baseball, a couple ounces on the bat. We're talking about golf balls and revolutions, right? Now you're talking about a ball that's slightly bigger. How's that change her game? I don't think it makes sense for Caitlin Clark, but for Ice Cube, it was a brilliant move.
It absolutely, I think I agree with that entire take. By the way, Liddy, thank you very much. I allow people to get lazy. It's my fault. Hit that like button. We have so many people watching live now. Every single day, it goes up. You come in, you're getting lazy. We're going to start taking things away. You guys know me. Charles, your thoughts?
Oh, it's 100% a publicity drive for the Big Three. I know I'm not watching it much anymore these days. So to get more eyes on the league, yeah, sure. Why not? It's worth a try.
Maybe so. AB, bring us home.
That check, $5 million, put it right in front of me. Right in front of me. I'm calling your bluff on the PR stunt because here's the thing. Number one, that check cashes. I'm all in. Number two, yes, would be going up against older, veteran, old school, like NBA players, which anybody who's ran leagues at the local Y knows you don't play the old dude. That guy is all elbows and knees. You're going to leave injured walking out of that. But you know what? It's not like they're going to be out there fouling her because if Ice Cube just paid her $5 million, guess what he's also going to say? Don't hurt her. We need her. She's important. I would absolutely do this if I was Caitlin Clark. It will do nothing but raise your profile because nobody will be within 2 feet of you when you're shooting. And if you go out there and ball against veteran NBA players, everybody's expecting you not to do well. If you just play half as good as you normally do, more of these checks are going to start showing up. Who cares about the WNBA? You can start feeding me these things over and over and over, man. I'd absolutely
all day long. I
By
knew
the way,
that.
I totally disagree with him. Totally. Because the veteran players, the guys who played in the NBA, do not want to be embarrassed by Caitlin Clark. No way.
That's
I
true.
honestly-
Like that. That's also
I
true.
honestly don't think they care, Howard. I think the guys that play in the big three, they want the big three to continue. And right now, the big three is a year or two away from being non-existent. And so this would then allow them to sell sponsorships before the season even starts. Now, I agree with Chris. I don't think she's ever going to step on the court in this league. But if Ice Cube is smart, and I think he's a very smart businessman, he sells all the advertising before the season even starts. And all of a sudden you bankroll prior to her showing up. And that's how you would do it. I think the guys that are playing there take it seriously, 100%. But I don't know that they care. They want a place to play and earn a check when they're 35 or 40 years old. So a lot of wide-ranging opinions. AB, go.
Yeah. To end it, look, what Howie was saying is 100% correct. And Jonathan Archer in the chat is following up on that. What
Okay.
you do if you're Caitlin Clark, you don't even worry about shooting. You just feed them, right? It's the best of both worlds. You feed them, keep the locker room tight, keep them feeling good. Everybody's supporting you, and you don't have to do a damn thing, and you're cashing $5 million checks. Absolutely. If I was Caitlin Clark, I would have – that thing would have ACH'd my account yesterday, and we would have been ready to go.
I don't think anybody could fault her for taking
Hell
that
no.
kind of money.
$5
I mean,
$5 million?
$5 million for 10 games, and you can play in every other league that you want to play in.
Yeah, that's the thing.
There
You
we
can
go.
still play in the
Win, win,
WNBA. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Great job, gentlemen. Great job. 6 wide today. It's time for those of you who didn't make it in at the top of the show. Very quickly, we like to recap in 15 seconds or less. It's time for the whip around. Like my man said in the chat, these guys are making us cake. The least you could do is hit the like button for me. Thank you. I think it was Kevin who said that for us. Thank you. Making us cake today. So I like to eat. Everybody knows I like to eat. So we're going to go around quickly every single play, and I want you guys to rip through them. So Chris Bassett, I'm going to start with you. I need your 2 college, and I need your 2 props. Start us off.
Yeah, today for college basketball, we like Alabama plus the points. We like Arizona minus the points. And then for opening day, Framber Valdez over his outs projected, as well as Luzardo over there as well, 14.5, 15.5.
Boom. Now, Howie, I'm coming over to you because you disagree with Mr. Bassett. Let's start with your North Carolina play.
I like North Carolina because of Baycott inside, Davis outside, and a lot of veteran players. Alabama's an out-of-control team, as you saw in the Grand Canyon game. They could have easily lost that game. Carolina, when the way they blew out Michigan State after being up down in the first half, I'm impressed. Illinois, I'm taking over Iowa State. That game's going to be a dogfight. And then the over of Clemson, Arizona, as we think both Hall and Love will have huge games.
And by the way, on yesterday's show, I picked that Arizona game as the highest scoring game in the Sweet 16. So me and Howie are simpatico. By the way, Cortez says this might be my favorite show to date. Maybe, Charles, it's because you got to participate and educate and entertain. Huh, interesting thought there. Interesting thought.
How about that?
How about that? Charles, you're up, sir. What do you like today?
Yeah, a little MLB. Nationals Reds. I'm going to grab Nationals on the money line and Nationals team total over 3.5. And then the Yankees Astros over 8.5. Lastly, NHL. We're going to take the Ottawa versus Chicago. We're going to grab the Blackhawks on the money line.
Keenan says Charles for president. I did not know your brother was in the chat today. All right, Raphael, give me your 2.
Quick heads up, another big play alert, 27.5 on UConn. Now it's minus 12 at DraftKings, so we'll see more 12s popping up probably all day today. But I like that over 136, now 136.5 between San Diego State, UConn. I smell dog barking in that game, but give me the over 136. And then the Cub Rangers. I love you, AB. Give me the under 8.5, as I think pitching would just be better than the bats today.
Did you just say you smell a dog barking?
Yeah, I think I got San Diego State winning that game. Woof.
Ooh, wow.
I smell that dog. That is barking.
That's some awful
Okay.
breath.
I love you, AB.
Oh,
It's coffee breath. See, it's
I'm
coffee.
sorry.
Yeah.
That is so funny from both of you.
That
All
dog got in the treats again.
Ooh, got in those horrible treats. Give me that filet mignon. I've got 4 plays today, and I'm coming out like a rabid dog, damn it, because I do not like seeing 2 X's next to my name from yesterday. So, Jason Day over Tony Finau, round 1 play at the Houston Open. Patrick Rogers, round 1 play over Sam Ryder, afternoon tee times there. Then 2 games tonight in the NBA. I like both of them. Celtics, Hawks over 226.5, minus 110, and the Bucks on the money line, minus 130. Take the points out of it. They're going to be pissed after what happened at home to the Lakers a couple of nights ago. AB, bring us home.
I have all kinds of plays going on today. First off, Shohei Ohtani over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Randall Mims is absolutely correct. Dog been eating them Mapco boiled eggs again, smelling that breath. Georgia Tech. All right, these are our combo parlays. Georgia Tech baseball, Arizona basketball, both money lines minus 115. Oklahoma baseball, North Carolina basketball money line minus 105. Texas A&M baseball, Florida State baseball money line minus 110. And then the AB3, we're going UConn basketball money line, Dodgers money line, Vanderbilt baseball money line plus 105. There we go. And to end it, okay, the UFL is starting up. The favorite to win are the St. Louis Battlehawks with featuring a wide receiver coach. Go ahead. Tell them who it is, coach.
Phil McKagan, one time.
Bam.
One time. Part of the DTL universe. Part of the DTL family. Let's go. St. Louis. They're our squad. They're the Longwood of the UFL for DTL.
1,000%. 1,000%. Yes. Yeah.
He's been so into the job, but we haven't really heard from him. He's been like deep. He's been ready.
That's why I trust betting this team. Look, because our man is, dude, they're all in. They got the Gradkowskis. Look at their coaching staff. Go to the, after the show, go to the website, take a look. They got the Gradkowskis out there. This team is loaded. The staff is loaded. They're going to be a ton of fun. And obviously, Coach Phil, I mean, we all love you, man. Pull it for you. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, we missed him here on the show. Raphael, we're going to get some UFL picks on the show.
Yeah, I put out futures yesterday. A lot of books copied them up, but an offshore book actually switched them. They had St. Louis plus 4-1. I think they had Arlington as their favorite. I just love the roster of the Battle of St. Louis is just loaded, and a lot of players came back. They had offers to go to CFL. It's like, no, we're going to stay here in St. Louis and rock. They're going to be a tough out this year in St. Louis.
I defy you to find another show anywhere that has the level of guys that our show does. I don't give a damn what sport it is. We set lines. Gentlemen,
It's a big day when we're talking UFL.
On that note, you can catch all my guys in our crew exclusive. If you are a crew member, you get more picks there as well. But in the meantime, I think we've done enough. It's time for the closing bell. Always leave it to Howie to give us a nice little moment at the end of the show. AB, that was a full show today, big boy. That was nice.
Absolutely. That was a full show. And I can go ahead and tell you that this is the highest viewed show we've ever had.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Wow. Maybe we're doing something right. Who knows?
It's the crew. The crew's pushing us. Big shout out.
You guys are sharing the show. You're pushing the show. You're not hitting the like button enough, but we'll get to that. Do that on your way out today. By the way, Joey says Raw this week was very entertaining. Felt like vintage wrestling, brawls, jaws jacked, bloody parking lot beatdown, all in Chicago. Do you know Chicago, AB, was my very first time ever on WWE television? And do you know who I appeared with in said segment on WWE television on SmackDown?
Ooh, Shane McMahon.
No. the Brahma Bull, the great one.
That was the first one?
Very first one.
Man,
I started at the top. I started at the top.
How serendipitous is that, though? Yeah,
Right?
that's awesome.
Right? He had the beat down in Chicago. It was January 8th, 2000. My very first time on WWE television.
I thought you were going to say like the honky tonk man or something.
That would have been funny, right? Oh, me and Doink the Clown. All right, what is the crew? What is the crew going with today?
North Carolina -4.5. The crew is all over the Tar Heels here at that number. So, yeah, crew's going. They're feeling it.
You know what? Zach maybe makes a good point. He says Charles was on for the entire episode, and it's the most viewed episode. Coincidence? Not a chance. Interesting. By the way, if you haven't watched AB's This Week in Baseball, everything is moved up. I encourage you. It's there right now, right, AB? What can they see there?
It is. We break down teams that are coming in hot, teams that are looking on a bounce back. We've got our full rotation of teams that we're playing and diamonds in the rough of teams that you need to know. We already hit on one of them, Wofford. All right. I know the books aren't paying attention to them, but they are over city. Yeah, go check it out. There are a lot of things you can cash in on today and all weekend.
All right. I do not want to get one single solitary tweet saying, you don't give us enough picks, coach. If you need more than this, I don't know what to tell you. But it is now that time of the day for you to go out. Be kind to one another. Pay it forward. Be honest with each other. And understand that this is where you start your day every single day. And with all that being said, there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. My entire crew, Lobo. My man, Chris Bassett. The legend, Howie Schwab. Our numbers guy, Rafael Esparza. And maybe our secret weapon, the man from the dirty, Charles. And, of course, my partner, AB, our five-tool player. And never forget about the Yankees fan, producer man, behind the scenes, always making the show look like $1 million. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's truly what we're all about every single day, damn it, right here at Driving the Line. Good luck.